You think you know about China's police robots. You've seen the headlines, maybe watched a clip or two. But what's actually rolling through their streets right now is something far more advanced than anyone's talking about. Picture this: a sphere, about 3 feet tall, moving like BB-8 from Star Wars, gliding past crowds with perfect balance. Except this one isn't fictional, and it's watching everything you do. So what makes these rolling robots so different from anything else out there? The first time you see one in person, your brain struggles to process what you're looking at. A sphere, weighing around 220 pounds, rolling down the street with mechanical precision. But here's what makes you stop and stare: the top section. While the entire body rolls and rotates, there's a pod mounted on top that stays perfectly level, never tilting, never wobbling, never losing its orientation, no matter how fast the robot moves. This is gyroscopic engineering, taken to its absolute limit. Inside that sphere, a complex system of motors and counterweights is constantly adjusting, thousands of times per second, to keep the sensor pod on top completely level. The robot can roll at speeds up to 12 miles per hour, navigate stairs, handle curbs, and move through crowds without ever losing balance. When it needs to stop, it doesn't coast. It halts instantly, the sphere freezing in place while the top section remains perfectly upright. The exterior shell isn't just for show. It's impact-resistant polymer designed to withstand collisions, vandalism, and the daily abuse of operating in conditions that would shut down wheeled units. Rain, snow, extreme heat. These robots patrol in conditions that would shut down other machines. The sphere design gives them something no other patrol robot has: true all-terrain capability in urban spaces. They can roll through packed subway stations, navigate wet market floors, and climb the stepped plazas that fill Chinese cities. But the engineering marvel of keeping a sphere balanced is nothing compared to what's actually inside it. Mounted on that stable top pod is a ring of cameras that would make a Hollywood film crew jealous. 8 high-resolution cameras, positioned in a 360-degree array, capturing everything in a 50-foot radius. But these aren't recording footage for later review. They're processing it in real time, right there inside the robot. Each camera feeds into an onboard AI processor running facial recognition algorithms at a speed that seems impossible. The robot can scan and identify up to 200 faces per minute while it's moving. You walk past it in a crowd, and in less than a second, it's matched. Your face against a database of millions, your name, your ID number, your registered address, all of it pulled up before you've taken 3 more steps. But facial recognition is just the beginning. Thermal imaging cameras sit alongside the visible light sensors, allowing the robot to operate in complete darkness. It sees heat signatures through fog, through rain, through the chaos of a crowded night market. Body temperature, movement patterns, the heat bloom of a concealed phone or electronic device. Nothing stays hidden. Then there are the audio sensors. 4 directional microphones capable of isolating individual voices in a crowd of hundreds. The robot can detect raised voices from over 100 feet away, identify the direction of sudden loud noises, and even analyze voice patterns for signs of distress or aggression. It's listening to everything within its operational range, processing audio through AI trained to recognize specific keywords, tones, and conversation patterns. All of this data, video, thermal, audio flows into a central processor about the size of a shoebox tucked into the upper hemisphere of the sphere. This isn't cloud computing with lag time. This is edge AI, making decisions on the spot with processing power equivalent to a high-end server. The robot doesn't need to ask permission or wait for instructions. It's thinking, analyzing, and acting in real time. And here's where things get truly unsettling. These robots don't follow programmed patrol routes like security guards walking their rounds. They navigate autonomously, making decisions about where to go and what to investigate based on what their AI determines is important. You're watching artificial intelligence decide, in real time, what constitutes suspicious behavior. The robot rolls through a plaza, and its cameras pick up someone walking in an irregular pattern. Maybe they're lost, maybe they're drunk, maybe they're just looking for a friend. The AI doesn't care about context. It sees deviation from normal pedestrian movement, flags it as anomalous, and rolls closer to investigate. Its thermal cameras scan for elevated heart rate. Its microphones listen for speech patterns indicating intoxication or distress. All of this analysis happens in under 2 seconds. When it identifies something worth reporting, the robot doesn't just send footage to a command center. It classifies the incident, assigns a priority level, and can coordinate with other units in the area. See 3 of these spheres converging on a single location? That's not human operators directing them. That's the robots communicating with each other, sharing data, and deciding collectively that something requires multiple units. The scary part isn't just that they're making these decisions, it's how many decisions they're making. A single robot on an 8-hour patrol processes approximately 48,000 facial recognition scans, analyzes thousands of audio samples, and evaluates hundreds of movement patterns. Multiply that by the number of robots deployed in a single city, and you're looking at millions of autonomous AI decisions being made every single day. And when these robots detect something their programming considers a threat, they don't stay passive. The top pod contains a speaker system capable of projecting voice commands at 90 decibels, loud enough to be heard clearly over traffic and crowd noise. The robot can issue warnings, demand identification, or call for individuals to stop and wait for human officers. Red and blue LED lights ring the sensor pod, flashing in patterns designed to grab attention and assert authority. But here's what nobody talks about. These robots are learning from every interaction. Every face scanned, every voice recorded, every movement pattern analyzed, and then the robot identifies someone it's looking for. This is where the engineering shifts from surveillance to intervention. And what happens next reveals exactly how far this technology has gone. The moment the facial recognition system matches your face to someone flagged in the database, the robot doesn't wait for human confirmation. It immediately shifts into tracking mode, adjusting its rolling speed to maintain optimal visual contact. The sphere accelerates, following you through the crowd, while its cameras lock onto your position. You can try to move faster, duck into side streets, blend into groups of people, but that thermal imaging system never loses your heat signature. As it closes distance, the speaker system activates. A synthesized voice, clear and authoritative, calls out identifying information and commands you to stop. It's not asking. The volume cranks up to 90 decibels, cutting through street noise, ensuring everyone around you hears it. The LED lights on top flash in aggressive red patterns, drawing attention from every direction. Within seconds, you're the center of a very public scene, created entirely by a machine. But here's where it gets worse. These robots carry deterrent systems designed to control situations without human intervention. Mounted inside the sensor pod is a high-intensity strobe light system capable of disorienting anyone who refuses to comply. When activated, it pulses at frequencies specifically calibrated to cause confusion and temporary vision impairment. You can't look at it. You can't ignore it. Your own biology works against you. Some models carry it even further. Pepper spray deployment systems, tear gas canisters, even net launchers, all controlled by the onboard AI making split-second decisions about threat levels. The robot determines you're fleeing. The robot calculates the probability you'll escape. The robot decides whether non-lethal force is warranted. And it acts. No human officer pulling the trigger. No person weighing the consequences. Just an algorithm executing its programming. The sphere can also deploy physical barriers, extendable arms that lock into place, creating obstacles to block paths, adhesive foam dispensers that can immobilize someone's legs. These aren't science fiction concepts being tested in labs. These are features already installed on units patrolling actual streets right now. And when human officers finally arrive, the robot has already compiled a complete incident report. Every second of the encounter recorded from multiple angles, complete with thermal data, audio analysis, and the AI's assessment of your behavior and threat level. The machine's version of events becomes the official record, backed by data that seems objective and irrefutable.